Hi guys, this short video is going to be more or less about using packing folders and creating a bus, how the two interact with folded tracks and buses. There's some couple of weird things can happen. So first of all, we're just going to add some tracks. I've called it test. I've got 4 tracks added. I haven't clicked auto color, so it'll all be blue, and I haven't checked pack folder because that sort of defeats the object of the demo. So let's just add these. So here's our 4 tracks. They say 4, 5, 6 and 7 because I've added tracks before to this demo, but anyway, it doesn't matter what they're called. So if we find ourselves running out of space on the desktop in our Arranger window, we've got lots of multiples of tracks of things. I get it all the time with guitars, vocals, acoustic guitars, drums, and we want to keep things tidy. We can pack this folder by simply clicking on these 4 tracks, right click, we go down to the bottom here, just here, and we click on pack folder. Now watch what happens. Okay, so we've combined all of those tracks into one. It could be 2 or 10 or 50 tracks, whatever, they'll all end up in here. And if we open this again, they open and they open down there, but there's nothing down here. So that can be a little confusing as to where's it gone, why haven't we got anything down here. So the reason is that there's nowhere for them to go to. So once we hide them in this, then they've gone down here. So what we can do is we can go on this little arrow here, it says none, and we can select add bus channel. So now we have our bus channel down here, and you will see that just that little bar there, if we click on that, that tells us we've got our 4 tracks in this bus. And down the bottom, just under the bottom of the fader, just there, we've got a little folder. That now allows us to open these tracks from either position. Now, the difference with doing it this way and creating a bus like this means that even though that the bus will always stay on the left of the tracks that you are folder packed here, even though in your preferences it says keep bus channels to the right, for some weird reason you cannot make this bus go to the right. If you want that to happen, you would need to well, let's just go back to that. To get these tracks out of this, to unpack the folder, if we select the 4 tracks, we need to drag them away from the folder, because you can see down the left hand side there's a little gap, little grey gap, which suggests that all 4 of these are sort of sub sections of this folder at the top. So if we drag those to the bottom of here, like that, and see the blue line moving there, it says move tracks out of folder. Sorry, it went off then. So if we do that, they are now no longer in this folder. This one does nothing, and they're not in here. Okay, so let me just remove that a minute and remove this bus. So we've now got our 4 tracks again. If we create a bus from here, add bus channel for selected tracks, it creates the bus to the right there, which is fine, and we get the same. They get the same thing there. If we now pack this folder, our tracks are in there, and they appear down there in bus 1. We can direct them to bus 1 from here. There they are. But this, even so, once we start packing the folder, the bus will never stay on the right hand side. It will always move on the left. So if you definitely want to keep buses on the right, packing folders is probably not for you. Okay guys, so I had a slight mishap just on that last video about putting buses to the right. It can be done by using the pack folder thing. So what would happen is if we were to pack these 4 tracks here, like so, okay, so there's nothing here now, nothing in the bottom. We can create our bus channel, and there we have it. So I'm going to call this pink. Okay, so there's our 4 tracks inside of pink, and this bus, because it's folded, will always stay to the left. It'll never move it to the right. What we can do though is we can right click on this, add a bus channel for selected channels, and it creates a bus, and we can call that whatever we want, however we are naming these. But what you'll find now is that this is the folded sort of bus, if you like. This fader is effectively this packed folder now, and it's been looked after by this bus here. So if you go just there on this bar, it says pink, so this bus is receiving its signal from there. So you can keep them to the right, because if I add tracks in here now, 4 yellow tracks, they appear in between the two, so our pink folder still stays over here. I can still control it from there, but it's bussed to here, so all my buses still stay to the right. I mean, if you're not fussed about having buses on the right, then this is fine. You know, it just need to make sure your labelling and your colouring is correct and works for you. But that's how you can still have a bus on the right hand side, but effectively you've sort of got 2, if you know what I mean. But that might work if you want to treat them all differently. So anyway, that's how to do it. It was a bit of a quick video. If you've got any issues with that, let me know. I'll try and work it out. Cheers, bye.